every evening when the sun goes down, get with my party and I begin to clown. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinking. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. I set 'em up, another round. One more round won't get me down.
Hello and welcome to Drinking with Fear. My name is Pete Selby. I am the Fear and I'm sat drinking around a table. And once again, the table is consisted of me, Ben and Wayne.
Hi,
Hello.
Pete. Hi, everyone. You alright?
Yes.
Yeah, I should be nearer the microphone.
You should be a little bit nearer the microphone. There you go. Yeah, I do tell him off. Yeah, if you are listening, you do think, well, it sounds very echoey with Ben.
Oh, just pick on me.
Yeah.
Go for it.
He does kind of loll around in his seat and everything, and yeah, it's terrible. But you have breaking news.
Well, it's not breaking because it happened last week, and I'm devastated that I haven't seen it until today. But in Argentina, a world's first happened.
World's first.
Wait.
World's first.
World's first Argentina. It's got something to do with the world's biggest steak.
No, nothing to do with that.
Okay.
A lot more funny than that.
Is it to do with, have they found a lost village full of Nazis?
Oh, no. That'd be better, though, wouldn't it?
That would be cool.
Well, you won't know. No, what's actually happened last week was it kicked off last week, was the first ever Dwarf Copa America.
So dwarf football
Yes.
championships.
Yes.
Were they Nazi dwarfs?
Am I the only person giggling at this? No, I don't think so.
Would you get Nazi dwarfs?
I don't know.
I assume you can.
I don't think
but-
so.
They didn't like disabled people, did they?
No, I think they would have been experimented on.
Dwarfs disabled? I don't know. Is that
I think so.
I think in the early 40s, yes.
Yeah.
I think they would have been more disabled as well with what they would have done to him. But I think, hang on. Well, to be honest, my third suggestion was Dwarf Walk. So
It's basically just the Copa America, but the team's being represented by dwarves. It looks a lot like Sabutio, if I'm honest.
how high is the camera?
Have we sent a team?
It doesn't really matter.
No, it's the Copa America, so it's just South America.
Oh, just South
I think
America.
USA are playing it as well. Though.
I think the technical term is, have we sent a we team? Oh, come on, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
No.
Are there substantially more headers in dwarf football? I've got so many questions. Do they use a full size 5 football or is it a size 4?
It looks size 4. I've only seen a couple of clips on YouTube going through. It's indoor, so it's not on a full pitch. The goals are quite small.
Like futsal size?
Yeah, that sort of size.
You say it's like Sabutio. Is the
Yes.
goalkeeper on a stick
Yeah,
and just
and
his
you can
arms?
flick him, just move him around.
Balls come in different sizes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do. Yeah, size 5 is normal.
size 5 is
4
like
tends to
normal
be training.
football,
Yeah.
11 aside, and then it goes down. So futsal would be down to like size 4 or 3 or whatever. Another question.
Sorry.
Do you have people there watching?
Yes,
And are literally 75% there taking the piss?
I would hope so. Yes, it's really very funny.
Do they have banners?
I don't know. I've only seen a couple of bits, but one of the bits that I saw, there was a female lines lady that might have scored
Assistant referee.
and the Brazil number 10 went up, cracked onto her, and she said, "You're a little forward."
Yes. And you moaned about my bloody joke. I mean, that is the worst.
It's not.
Honestly, I would literally just walk straight into that.
Ever since I've heard about it, I just wanted to use that joke.
Oh God, there's so many more questions.
No, far away.
You know,
I'm not the expert on this. I have watched one YouTube thing, thinking this looks hilarious. I don't know whether that makes me a bad person or not.
Are the referees
Full
of
size.
the same height?
No, full size.
Full
referees,
size.
Yeah.
So
They're like giants.
When we do a British one,
When Gulliver
What
ends
team
up
will
having
you-
a game of football. It's a bit like that.
so when we do the British one, what team will he be playing for?
I still won't be able to reach the crossbar.
But a lot of them do look like they're just young kids. So I don't know whether it's a bit corrupt in the world of dwarf football. I don't know whether you have to prove that you're a dwarf by like showing your age or anything like that. Or
I'm gonna say, could you kind of like you couldn't really have a ringer, could you? Because I mean, I've
genuinely, some of them look like they're just like 14-year-old kids, like gifted 14-year-old kids that are just a bit short.
That's not
Like-
how
like your
dwarfism
height.
works, though, is it?
No.
Some of them don't look like dwarfs.
That's the thing, because obviously if you've got dwarfism, then your capacity for running, etc., would be compromised by physical.
I've seen Willow.
By the way that you physically are. At the end of the day.
Limitations.
Yeah, exactly. And as a person who has worked a lot in different kinds of football,
With limitations.
with you're talking.
I mean, your limitations.
Well, you commentated on blind football, didn't you?
Blind football, amputee football, CP football, cerebral palsy football, which in particular is one because obviously people with different severities, etc. End of the day, you've seen, what was the film called? Was it called The Ringer?
Yes. It
Johnny
was.
Did you see what happened last week or the week before? Because Halloween was like 2 weeks ago now. So what was his name? His name is Sean White. He's basically he's got long red hair. He's basically the best snowboarder ever. Basically, he's American and Canadian American.
Better than Wayne.
Oh no, but he's the best snowboarder that's ever been. And he wins gold medals at the Olympics and the X Games and all that sort of thing. Anyway, he went out on Halloween and he was dressed as kind of a disabled Paralympic athlete, as a ringer, basically, from the film, and he had to apologise because
Why should he have to apologise?
because the Paralympic, because he is basically, in terms of winter sports, he is Usain Bolt, okay, and basically Paralympic USA went, hang on, you can't do that. You've basically taken the piss out of every single
I don't consider that
Paralympic
Isn't that kind of what we've just
athlete.
been doing?
Yeah, but we're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a bit like if Usain Bolt went out as in fancy dress, and he went dressed up as a Paralympic sprinter with
So the guy
no
with no
arm.
legs.
Or no legs.
So he went dressed up as the murdering South African.
Pistorius.
Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah. Would that be offensive?
I don't think he would go as Oscar Pistorius. I think his PR team would go, Usain, end of the day, you can't do that.
Depends how convincing you want to be, surely.
I think Puma would have something to do
with a dead girlfriend.
But yeah, after he shot her through the door about 9 times.
Didn't know it was there, though.
No.
Didn't know it.
There's only them two in the house, but
Yeah.
But,
easy mistake.
Yeah, but no, I think Puma would have something to say about his deal and Nike and all that, or whoever he's sponsored by. I think it's Puma. But end of the day, he had to apologise, and quite rightly so. I think so.
Oh, I don't.
In his position, it's a bit
Of
different.
course it is.
In
Yeah, of
his
course it
position,
is.
it's not like you went, Ben, or someone. It's in his position. You have to. There has to be
I
a.
don't think position comes into it. I think it's just a decent thing to do, is not take the piss out of
Was he
disabled
taking the piss,
people.
though? Or was he just dressing
I
up?
mean, we've been taking the piss, and I agree that
Yeah,
it's not a nice thing to do. But
I think
I'm still
no.
going to do
if,
it.
If he went, let's just say he's got a mate who's let's just say, okay, you've got a British athlete, and they go dressed up as Johnny Peacock, the 100-metre sprinter with a blade for one leg from the knee down, who wins gold medal all the time. But if you're his mate and you went dressed up as him with that, and he went along as dressed up as, or whatever, there was some kind of
wrong with that.
absolutely fine because he's with you, But I think just randomly going like he did, not in his position.
There was a bloke on the tube recently that's been caught on camera. He's dressed as
a dwarf.
no,
playing football.
He's dressed as Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction.
Right.
And as much as I don't want to seem to be the cranky, just get wound up by everyone, but I think the tagline was how in 2018 are people still getting away with this sort of thing, just because he blackened himself up. So
yeah, but who wrote that?
Blackface is really not cool.
So what's wrong with going dressed up as Samuel L. Jackson from Pulp Fiction?
Well, you can go as dressed as, but putting on blackface has distinct racist connotations.
Not really, not in this day and age. Probably if you go back to the
More so now.
Probably if you go back to the 1920s.
No, it's worse now than
No,
it
it's
ever
not.
was.
What's wrong with dressing up as Samuel L. Jackson? As
Nothing
a white
wrong
person?
with dressing up as Samuel L. Jackson.
If I wanted to dress
when
up
you
as
put that blackface on, you are doing something wrong.
Oh, I completely disagree with you, mate.
No,
Completely disagree with you.
That's the thing, though, because when you said about the article would say, how can in this, the reason that they print that is because they know people get knocked off by the headline.
Me.
That's the thing. It would trigger people. It would trigger people with the story of people getting triggered. That's how they get their clicks. That's how they get their likes and their comments. That's the way the press works. That's the evil world. You know. That's
Definitely.
that's how that works.
How in this day and age can the film White Chicks be made? That's so disgraceful.
Well,
It's a
I think
terrible film.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
thing.
it was. Terry Crews was quite funny in it.
The number one thing is that film was just awful. That's why it's a bad thing. But you could have gone dressed as a referee of a blind foot of a dwarf football match, and putting the card down to people all the time.
Going back to your previous, so you did commentate on blind football, and the one thing I never really got was why the goalkeeper wasn't also blind. I get that it's a terrible disadvantage to them, but at what stage?
The goalkeeper isn't blind?
No. So, at what stage of your career do you become a professional blind, not blind goalkeeper?
Well,
Are you good? How good do you need to not be?
you need to be a really good goalkeeper,
But not that good that you can break into a normal league, but you can play blind
Oh
football.
no, you get
Or
people.
is it like people who are retiring from normal
No,
leagues?
these are youngsters.
No, you get people who obviously played 11-a-side football who have then gone into it. But the thing is, if you're a goalkeeper in blind football, obviously you're fully sighted. Mainly because you need to have really good reactions, because they can get really close to you, and the ball is a hard football. It's not a normal weight of a football. It's
So
a
you
lot
need to
heavier.
have better reactions against a blind person than what you would do in
because
normal football.
we are currently 1.5 meters away from each other.
Yeah.
If I took a shot right now
Yeah.
at you,
Yeah.
that's how close they are. They can get really close.
Like they are in real life.
Yeah, and so you need really good reactions, but also because you control your defenders, you give advice to people inside your own third of the field. So basically, you can tell your defenders what's going on, to move this way, to let the ball go through to me, and all that sort of thing. So you're a coach as well.
Okay,
as
that's
a
probably
goalkeeper.
the answer I was looking for.
So as I understand it, a sound obviously comes into
There's a bell.
a lot of the play.
They're basically is like a UFO shaped disc with ball bearings in inside the football. I actually have one right over there, to be honest.
That's a flat football.
It's a flat one.
It's also a toilet roll with a paintbrush in it.
No, that just gets all the hair bits off you.
But could your tactic as the goalie be
Hang on, I'm going to go and get it. Carry on.
make as much noise as you can to drown out the instructions for the other opposing players?
Well, it could be. Just Pete.
Would that be legal?
He's going to get his flat football. Right. Why is
Okay.
it not pumped up?
Because this is actually brand new, so
Well, it's rubbish then. Take it back.
but obviously they come in a big pack and then you pump them up. But it's brand new actually.
That doesn't seem particularly loud enough to me.
No, but when it's kicked, and also it's silent as well. There's no cheering going on because the players, they basically, you're shouting.
So
At,
you're not allowed to cheer on a team or anything like that.
no, because the players need to be shouting the word "voy." Voy basically means I'm here. So if I'm running towards, if I've got the ball and I'm running with it, okay, Wayne can hear the sound of the ball. So he comes over. I'm shouting "voy, voy, voy." If I run into
Voy? What's voy?
Voy,
Roy, I think you said.
VOY.
Yeah, what's voy?
Loosely, it means I am here, basically.
Why?
Because
Why
if I then
Voy?
run,
No, why voy?
because that's the.
Does it mean it in a particular language?
I think it's Spanish.
Okay.
But basically, if I then run into Wayne, okay, and he's not
Yes.
shouting "voy," then it's a foul because he's not let me know that he's there.
But in normal
Okay.
football, you're not allowed to say mine, are you? You can't say mine. You have to have a person's particular name.
Yeah.
Am I getting too deep into this?
Yeah, but also if I'm running with the ball as well, okay, and I'm not shouting "voy," and Wayne comes over shouting "voy," and I run into him, I've fouled him. Okay, it goes the other way because I've not let him, even though I've got the ball. So, and it's safety as well because there's lots of clashes, and it's
You're not
interesting.
allowed to shout mine in football.
No.
Is this an actual rule? or-
It is in Sunday League. You're not allowed to shout mine. You get booked if you say that.
I don't know about that.
No, it is.
Yeah, we get people all the time like
It is,
shout like let's just like leave, like if it's rolling towards a player they go leave it, and then they'll leave it and they're like ha I'm not on your side, fuck you, and then run off with it.
No, it is. It is.
Or was that just me?
What if
It is
your
rubbish,
name
Sunday
was
League.
like David Mine?
It's really good. I never thought of that. Mine. Foul. What? Come on, give me a chance. Give me a chance. His dad's watching going, yeah, it used to happen to me.
as some of you may know, me and Roper are smokers.
Yes, as is Pete every now and then, but just doesn't buy them.
No, he likes to welch as when he can.
Pete quit buying fags.
So I've got a pack of fags here, and I've showed it to the guys already. It's one with the pictures on the packet, obviously.
Oh, I hate those pictures.
Yeah, most of them are quite grim.
I think they're designed to freak you out a little bit.
Is it a picture of Ben?
Well, I don't. Well, it has got both legs. This particular picture is a man with one leg, and it's telling you that smoking clogs your arteries. But this particular picture, if you're not really paying attention, it just looks like a bloke who's got one leg and one massive testicle
Let's have a look.
because he's amputated the leg.
Oh, it does. That's not a leg.
I don't understand it myself.
No, it's not.
Because
That's not a
it's
leg.
massive thigh.
Yeah, but isn't it just meant to be like a horrible picture to then like put you off buying it? I mean,
It looks like
meant
John
to
Merrick's
be.
face.
well, that's the thing. Surely the image is obviously meant to relate to something that you could get, but obviously they could just put like a real horrible image on there, like Katie Hopkins or something.
Yeah,
and it would stop
I
you
wouldn't buy them. For that, no.
There you go.
Or a clown on the front.
Or a clown.
Yeah, definitely won't buy them.
I mean, they should
work
think
for
about
me.
better pictures on these because those things don't put me off. But if you put me something on there that was like genuinely upsetting,
Well,
like
what
if
would
you
that,
had
what
like
would that be for you?
like a swastika,
I think you might be onto something here.
yeah. But I mean, that might encourage some people to buy them. I
With
suppose.
people who buy fags are Nazis.
Yeah,
Are you a Nazi? And then a finger pointing at
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You'd be like that. What's that church in America?
Scientologist?
No, the Baptist. What do you call them?
Nothing wrong with
The,
Baptist.
the one where they have the signs up like Nazis, not Nazis or fags. When they
It's just a deep south.
where they
sort
picket
of-
the picket
Oh, the
like
Westboro
Westboro
Baptist
Baptist Church. Louis III
Yeah.
went to see him a few times and all that sort of thing. So basically, what picture would you put on there? So I've picked Katie Hopkins.
I would say clowns. I won't put on it.
Clowns.
maybe
Put
just
anywhere
something
near me.
like Gary Glitter and saying like I'm a fan.
Do you want to be in my gang?
I think this would work.
But more so
Definitely.
than that, like, there's another picture that you can get of like saying like smoking causes blindness.
Smoking, you can. A picture you can get. Like collect them all.
Well, yeah. I mean, it feels like, but this one particular picture,
Like the
I always
panini.
see.
Yeah, exactly. Just swap
And
this.
one that
Kids
causes
in the playground. Have you got the one with one massive bollock?
is a picture of this woman smoking, and the smoke's covering her eyes, and the banner's saying "smoking causes blindness." But like this particular picture, it's quite beautiful, and it's a really well.
no,
I
it
mean, if
sounds
you're
it.
the photographer, thinking
Definitely.
that's one of the best pictures I've ever taken.
Turner Prize
this-
winning.
Indeed.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think they'll be better off going with something like just genuinely offensive
definitely. Or
than
a Jimmy
yeah.
Savile shiny.
yeah.
That would be great with a big cigar.
Yeah. Definitely got to be a shiny, though, for the panini one.
And just wagging his finger, going like, "Now then, don't buy these."
Oh, dear.
That was Jimmy Savile. by the way.
Yeah.
It's not one of the 8 impressions.
I thought it was 7 last time we spoke.
Yeah, I updated it, but it's someone that you would have no idea. It's a horse racing commentator in America.
Yeah, I wouldn't know it.
No, you wouldn't. But he's got a real. He always starts a race in exactly the same way. So like,
Okay, it could be perfect then.
no, it's not.
For all I know. Yeah.
No, it is perfect, but it wouldn't. It's not going to fly here because no one will know. But it is one of my 8. I only have to do it at work, not here.
Fair enough.
So Roper, why do you smoke?
Why do I smoke?
Yeah.
I think it's because my mum smoked and I was kind of brought up around it.
Quite
And
readable, yeah.
before I'd had my first fag, I really wanted one. Wow. Wow. Wow.
It's never not going to be fun.
No. That's the sort of thing you would have said though, Wayne. I wouldn't have,
I
I wouldn't have
would've.
fallen into that on
And
you,
I wouldn't even realise.
No.
Get out of town. Never in a million years. I mean, that's it.
So it's not because it makes you look cool, or
Yeah, probably that.
yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, you don't do it for your health, do you?
No, I don't do anything for my health at all.
He needs all the help he can.
Yeah,
as well,
I
looking
like
cool.
to think of it as that I'm being like quite altruistic because you know, health statistics are like 1 in 3 people get cancer, in their lifetime.
So it's like a game for you then.
Yeah, I'm increasing my chances of getting cancer so someone else doesn't have to.
Oh, that's very noble of you.
Yeah. And plus,
Very noble.
I'm effectively like choosing my form of cancer. So I'm probably either going to get like throat cancer, where I can get one of those cool voice things that you put on your neck and you get to sound like a robot, or I get lung cancer and I get to wear an oxygen tank and pretend to be an astronaut.
What an episode.
I tell you
What
what,
form of cancer does Wayne want?
I think a voice box has never been used the term cool for someone who has one of them, because for me they're
they're the cancers I'm
horrific,
probably
absolutely.
going to get. You're probably going to get like bowel or testicular cancer.
Well, thank you very much.
So
Have you wet us out from his shit?
well, yeah, I've unfortunately lived with Selby before, and I've smelt the bathroom after him.
Right.
So because of your job, Wayne, because you pick through poo as a job, testing poo particles for bad particles,
Yeah.
could you tell what people eat?
Not particularly.
Bet you could if it was sweet corn.
Are
I
they?
don't notice it.
Is it under strict conditions of? Is it sealed?
Not
Did you say
particularly.
sealed or seals?
Sealed.
As in the singer.
It's not seals.
Could you
poo.
tell if it was seals?
Could
pee?
you tell if it was seal's poo? As in, like, animal poo?
Oh no, I meant Kiss from a Rose. Sort
Yeah,
of
I
seal.
thought that's what I was going for.
No, in theory, like, does someone ever, like, do you know what? Like, Wayne's been doing this job for a while. We'll just test him whether he actually knows what he's doing. Just, like, go and get some panda shit and put it on there.
You could do that. I could probably tell if you were taking iron supplements.
Wow.
What about a lot of bamboo? Very starchy,
Possibly.
very,
I mean,
very
you'd
sugary.
if you're eating a lot of bamboo, then you would probably have to look at your diet in general, really.
I'm going to have to start looking at my diet then. Love a stick of bamboo.
Not
You
doing
do look a bit like a panda. Less,
Too sure they're offended by that.
more hairy, I suppose.
Yeah, well,
it.
excuse me.
So last week a weird thing happened to me as a direct result of this podcast.
Oh dear.
All right. Has someone heard you and gone, oh, it's Ben Roper?
No, not really.
Has someone thrown something at you in the street?
No.
Again,
No. So I was in the pub late.
I missed.
It weren't last Friday night, probably the Friday night before. And I was talking to our friend, the photographer, in there, who was talking to me saying that he'd listened to the last episode and really enjoyed it. Thought it was great. However, he's not on Facebook and he's not on all these sort of things. So I had to listen off somebody else's device. So is there an easier way in which he could listen to it without having to go through all of that?
No.
Which he considered was quite hard.
It's a podcast.
So, but I do have the link on WhatsApp, which I could send to him.
Okay, so he's got WhatsApp.
So he's got WhatsApp,
So he can listen to it
So you
by...
can just go on drinkingwithfear.com.
Yeah, or has he got an iPhone with the podcast app?
Probably, just ain't got all those sorts of mediums, so he just wanted an easier way to do it.
Okay.
So I looked through, and I didn't have this bloke's phone number to send it to him. So I asked him for his number, and he told me, and it was about 11:30 at night, so I was a bit drunk. And I typed it in. And you know the normal thing you do, so as soon as someone gives you their number, you then phone that number back so they've got your number.
Yeah.
So he did this, and so I phoned the number back and left his phone out, and it just wasn't ringing. So we left it for like 10 seconds, it still weren't ringing. So I looked down and says, oh no, you've typed in my number wrong, it should have been that. So I left it at that, so I've been ringing the wrong number. So got the right number in, sent it to him. Started walking home, and I got a message from this number that I'd been texting that just said, who's this? So I replied back saying, really sorry, wrong number. So it actually says, wrong number, sorry buddy, unless you're a single girl between 30 or 40, and if so, do you fancy a drink? Why not just try your
Oh,
luck?
that's just so cringy.
Just put something on the end of a hook and toss it out there.
Yeah,
you know,
why not?
You might get a
I
bite.
thought it was going to be quite
I
fun.
have no standards other than between female, between 30 and 40.
And I just text random people, like
Yeah.
random numbers. I make this shit up as I go along, you know. It's
So
just,
this person replied saying, I'm a bloke, mate. So I replied saying, have a good night then. And if you ever need a look, I'll buy you a pint to apologise. And I just left it at that.
Okay.
But I thought it sounded quite a nice bloke, if I'm honest.
So I'll keep trying.
He kept saying mate and stuff like that, so I thought, he's obviously he's like my new mate, isn't he?
you got hard on, didn't you?
So I put him in my phone as new friend.
Indeed, yeah, I can see that there. He's showing
Yeah.
me his new friend.
Bloody hell.
So the next night was Saturday, and it got a bit late, and I was a bit bored.
Get off. Get off. No way.
Stop it. Just stop it.
And I wondered how this bloke was, just to see if he was having a good night. So, so I just texted him saying, "You having a good night, mate? I'm bored."
Oh my God.
And he
This
replied,
is getting creepy, dude.
and he replied back saying, "Who's this again?"
He's not remembered you after your special moment.
No, not at
together.
all. No, and he sounded such a nice bloke as well.
How could you forget? The encounter, the conversation was flowing.
It was, yeah. So I replied back saying, "I'm just a bored bloke, mate, with nothing better to do. You having a good night, though?"
Oh my God.
But he didn't reply, and it was so unlike him.
No.
It was so unlike him to not reply, because he'd been doing so all along before. So he must have been having a bad night. So, yeah,
You've made it worse.
on Sunday...
You didn't send him a picture of your cock, did you?
No, not at all.
Take a picture of the outside of a cigarette packet saying, "Look at my balls."
So, yeah, we then got to the Sunday, and I always take part in the pub quiz on a Sunday, and on this particular occasion, we won the pub quiz.
Well done.
And do you know what? There was no one who I wanted to celebrate it with more
Then your new friend.
than my new friend.
Yeah.
So I took a photo of the winning team, and there it is, Wayne. There's a picture of us celebrating our pub
You
quiz.
look so proud.
I am, yeah. I've got my fingers out and I'm
It looks
cheering.
like you may be the only team in the pub as well.
So sent in that with the
Wayne,
tagline.
I think we're hearing a cry for help here, by the
Yeah.
way.
So I sent in that with the tagline saying, "We've only gone and won the pub quiz." Expecting it. 'cause
I'd
it's-
phone the fucking police.
and
Is he like,
all
who's
went,
this?
It all went a bit wrong from there. And I apologise for my language, but these were just the replies I was getting from my new mate. And it just says,
Hang on, I can tell you because I've got my phone right here.
it says, "Can you fuck off, mate? I don't want you to text me anymore."
Yes. This guy's a hero.
So I replied, "Bit harsh." That thing, it's just so unlike him.
Yeah, I mean, it
we've been
doesn't seem
getting
right.
on
is
so
he,
well
Is he
before.
okay? I mean,
Well, that's
has he
what
got,
I thought.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I thought.
Did you? Have you named him yet?
Yeah, as a new friend is in my phone.
That's the name enough.
You've not called him like Dennis.
He's in my no, not at all. It's just a new friend. So yeah, after I replied, "That's a bit harsh," he replied, "Leave me alone, then you lonely old cunt."
He knows you.
But again, it's so unlike him.
Yeah, no.
So I'm
no.
starting to feel bad that I might have been interrupting him in his life or something.
to be
There might
honest-
have something that's gone wrong in his world
He might be
right
having
there.
a hard time.
It could be.
Yeah.
I think the message he's just sent is really, really absolutely spot on of what pretty much everyone would have said, really, to
Yeah,
some psycho
of
taking
course.
pictures of a pub quiz and
yeah.
send it to a random number. Carry on.
Carry on. I'm invested in this story now.
So after I've left him alone for a little bit,
How long's a little bit?
5 minutes.
35 minutes.
So is it midnight on a Sunday night now?
It's now 11:05.
Oh, God.
So I replied back saying, "Sorry, dude, you must have had a bad day. This is so unlike you. Sorry if I've overset my mark. Text me tomorrow." And left it at that. So, yeah, I met up with a friend on the Monday, and I spoke to him about this because I was a bit concerned about how he was.
Yeah,
and
I'm a bit concerned
so
about
why have
my
you
friend.
tried looking for him on WhatsApp? Because then you might get to know what he looks like. You might know the bloke.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I did. I looked for this fella, and yes, he is on WhatsApp. And he didn't look anything like how I thought he was going to look.
What were you imagining?
Like a middle-aged,
Pantyhose.
that sort of thing. But in fact, it is like a 14-year-old girl.
Oh dear.
Oh, jeez.
So what did you message after that?
I have not messaged anymore because I unfortunately have been asking 14-year-old girls out for drinks and keeping them up late at weekends by sending them strange messages.
Oh my.
So I've knocked it on the head.
You've
But-
literally
but in-
stepped up the...
But in my defence,
Well, why is that
did
your
say she was
wallpaper on your phone?
she did say she was a bloke, and that's terrible language for a girl of that age. If she's dropping the F-bomb and the
don't
C-bomb
know,
at
that's
me.
I don't know where to start with this. Like, what did you think was going to be the end goal of all this, or the end game?
We go out for a pint or something, make new friends, probably drink Duff beer or something like that.
So, okay, so you've taken a picture of him saying, you've taken a picture of a pub quiz or a group of friends.
Team, yeah, there's 4 of us in the team.
And then, so basically, you're not like dead lonely or anything because you've literally told him that you've got loads of friends and stuff.
Yeah, well, he still called me lonely.
Well, him at the time.
I thought it was a him. She said it was a him.
Well, yeah. And then obviously it came up like, well, I actually, to be perfectly honest, I think that's actually quite intelligent of her to actually say, look, I'm some chap they sent you the bug off, because like, you know, it could have been anyone. I bet she's telling me it's like some random person fucking just telling that you're a bloke.
Random new
I
friend.
think she actually has done very well. So you're slating the language. I think she's done bloody well. I think, you know,
It's exactly what she should have said.
exactly. I mean,
and if you're listening, or
her.
maybe the dad of said person's listening, I do apologise. I didn't think it was a girl.
but you carried on texting afterwards.
No, stop. Not that bad.
Did you ask her how her dad was?
Shall we?
No.
Do it.
No.
We're don't matter about us. This is on record. We can.
Yeah, this is on record.
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
not us.
encourage him to be
It's got-
texting
It's got
14-year-old.
nothing to do with me. I think he's gone way too far. Whatever I say or
Why
do,
have you got an erection?
whatever I say or do right now, honestly, it doesn't matter because he's the one in trouble.
Yeah, basically I'm a pedo.
I'd like to pet you before I go. I'll be back tomorrow night so we can drink some more. I don't care what the people are thinking. I'm not drunk, I'm just a drinking. I said more, another round. I said more, another round. I said more, another round. One more round, get me down. Another round.